Last time, we built the chassis. Now it's time to find out if this design actually works. In this video, we're creating the axle and the wheel, two parts that have to fit together perfectly. And if these aren't right, nothing is going to work in the assembly. All right, we're going to start this part of the project with the axle. First, we're going to create a new design for the axle. Then go Insert, Insert Derive, and bring in your parameter file. Make sure your favorites are selected and activate them by pressing the start button so we can use them. Once we've done that, start a sketch on the right plane. And we're going to use a center diameter circle at the origin to make our axle. For the diameter, don't type a number. Use axle_diameter. Finish the sketch and extrude it. For the length, we're not guessing this. Use axle_length. That's why we created the parameters earlier. It's already calculated here for us. Last step on this part, we're going to give it a metal appearance. Change the color. And then save this as your axle. Now let's create the wheel. We're going to repeat that insert parameters process after we've created a new design by going Insert and Insert Derive and bringing in and activating your parameters once again. Once that's done, we're going to start a new sketch and draw two concentric circles from the origin. For the inner circle, we don't want it exactly the same size or it's not going to fit on the axle, so we need to add clearance to it by going axle_diameter times 1.05. That allows our wheel to actually slide on. For the outer diameter or outer circle, instead of guessing, we're going to scale this based on the axle. So let's go with axle_diameter times 3. That's going to keep everything proportional. Next up, let's extrude that sketch. And for the thickness, we're going to use wheel_thickness. Right now, this looks like a block, or what I call Flintstone wheels. So we need to add a fillet to the inner and outer edges to round it out and make it look more like a wheel. And the amount of fillet is going to be wheel_thickness divided by 2. Once we've done that, last step is going to be changing the appearance and then saving this wheel. Since they're wheels, I'd go with rubber, but it's your call. Notice throughout this 2 parts, we didn't guess any important sizes. Everything connected back to our parameters. So if we change something later, everything will still work. Now you've got all 3 parts for the functional zone: the chassis, the axle, and the wheel. In the next episode, we're assembling all these together, and that's where we find out if your design actually works. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next video.